Welcome to another Booth Warmers episode. Thanks for tuning in. We have our second guest in a week, which
Oh,
is pretty crazy. And his name is Julian. Just a little short introduction to Julian. He is a mutual friend of Jay and I. Well, he's technically a mutual coworker, sorta, but not
no,
really.
just a
But
coworker.
but we don't think of him as a coworker because he's a great friend. He's a great guy.
Thank
If
you.
in a workplace, he would be the LeBron James of the workplace.
Wow.
Ew!
Yeah.
Boom!
But then I'm Michael Jordan, so
I'll take that. I take
And I'm
that.
Kobe, so we're all we're,
You
we're
gotta
all
get
in the
past
same
this.
platform.
He's the most versatile
Ew.
in the workplace. He can distribute, he can score, he can facilitate, which is also distributing. He's a
Cuss
great
out courtside Karens.
courtside Karens on a daily. It doesn't even have to be just one game.
Just
He got a silky velvet. Is it velvet?
it is.
With a USA shirt as
Ew.
with President Obama in the background.
Represent.
I am just
Black
expanding-
History Month.
That's true. That's true. And it's
Boom.
supposed to be every day. Remember that? Every day.
Hey.
And I'm just expanding this introduction as long as I can.
Somebody get him a cookout ticket. He's going to the
Hey,
cookout.
please.
Somebody
So-
fix this man a plate.
All right, I welcome you, Julian. So, Julian, if you want
Thank
to
you.
introduce, add more to that, you are more than welcome.
Boom. I don't have anything to say really but like I think I like Kevin more than Jay right now. I think I like Kevin more than Jay. Jay, you gotta top that. We spend 8 hours a day together.
That's enough.
Jay replaced
Wow.
me. I
Wow.
used to be the one that spent 8 hours with Julian.
8 hours. Just
Do you-
40 hours a week just together bonding.
Julian,
Bonding.
since you're kind of like the middleman, do you want to give like an introduction how we are in a triangle, like this whole webcam too, or this whole machine? Like a
Well,
So-
there's Jay. The quiet deadly one right there. You don't think he's watching, but he's watching. He's very observant, Then you got Kevin, the stat man, just racking up everything, making sure that you know the ups and downs. And then you got me, the personality, the Stephen A of this group, I'll say. You're Skip Bayless. I'll say, Jay, you were a retired player. You can be whichever one.
wait, you call me Skip Bayless?
I did call you Skip.
Oh my god. There's all these other people you could have called me, Max Keller. I would love to be Shannon Sharp.
I
would
was
love
gonna
to be
say,
Shannon Sharp.
do you like black and mounts? I don't know.
I do. I mean, I'm not supposed to answer that, but never
What
mind.
about Kendrick Perkins?
Oh,
God,
no.
an idiot. No.
I can't. No, sorry
This is
for.
the triangle. This is the triangle offense that Phil Jackson always wanted.
That's true.
Is
This is the triangle.
boom.
So if this was the triangle, who's who then?
Well.
Uh-oh.
Um,
All right, let's go triangle with the Bulls and then triangle with the Lakers. Who's who?
I'll be Pippen. I'll take Pippen for the Bulls. Or Dennis Rodman right now with the hair.
There you go.
That's what I was about to say.
There you go.
I do remember you going to Vegas one workday out of a certain week. No, I'm just kidding.
You wish. Jay would have to be, then he's Pippen, and Kevin is definitely
Ooh.
Jordan.
I
Kevin
can't
is
be
definitely
Jordan. I can't.
After that,
I have-
after that induction, I have to give you Jordan.
If we're talking about actual like in hoop terms, Jay.
Yeah,
is
ball you
Jordan.
up, Kevin.
I'm the water boy, but I'm a significant water boy. Like you guys would. I'm the best water boy ever. That's all I gotta say. Best cheerleader. I'm Jared Dudley. Is what I am.
Well, I'm glad that you're humble. You just stay humble. Just stay humble. You could fit in with the Bucks. You don't have an ego.
I don't.
He
I'm just
doesn't.
getting
You're
paid
the
$1 million.
Kawhi.
I
Yeah.
get paid $1 million just to sit professionally.
You're the nice.
Hey,
Teach me.
It's a. I was born with it. I can't teach it. I wasn't taught it. It's natural.
Nice.
Julian, what's your sports background? What do you know?
Ha!
Let the
Ha!
audience know.
Ha! Whatever makes it to TMZ, I know it. Boom.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
No, I'm a very casual fan. I definitely tune into um like playoffs time. I think that's when everybody really tunes in. Always rooting for everybody black until they not. So boom, there's that.
Until they're not. Wait, what?
Until they're not, until they start going sideways and they doing this
Okay.
All Lives Matter shit. You know who they are, or they're flat earthers like Kyrie.
Ooh, shots fired. Shots fired.
Yeah.
Hot astray.
Yeah. So yeah, I can talk some sports. Now for 2 hours, I don't think so, but I can give you a good 45 to an hour of good bullshitting about sports.
You never
That's
know,
what I do on a
Julian.
daily.
In this podcast, it might go on forever. We just can't keep track of time anymore.
I mean, if you guys want to hear about, who's at the strip club and who's cheating on their wives, I know those
Okay.
because that makes TMZ. But stat lines, you're gonna lose me.
Hey, we need a guy like that that breaks the news though. We need
Right?
that type of guy.
That's what gets the clicks.
That's exactly what gets the clicks. The
That's
ratings.
TMZ
ratings
Sports is like definitely getting more clicks than ESPN.
If you saw the correlation of the ratings of when Lou Will visited the strip club during the bubble, that the ratings of NBA were high. That's all I gotta say. So, Julian, we might need you. We might need
exactly,
you
and I'm pretty
on a
sure
daily.
those wings were worth it. I think those wings were definitely worth it.
It's in. He was in Atlanta.
It's Atlanta. It's definitely Atlanta.
So I saw one of your pictures, and I think you were like
In Atlanta?
grade school, and you're born in Georgia or raised in Georgia, or am I completely guessing the state? Alaska? No, I'm just kidding. You?
You wish. Alaska.
I saw like the picture, and it was like I swear it was another like state. I don't know. I might be tripping out.
No, that's probably what pre-gentrified Venice. So it probably does look like a whole different state.
Gentrified Venice.
What was I watching then? I'm legit convinced that I swear I saw a picture that you had posted, and it was a little kid of you, and it was like in another state. I might be. It's 9:48. I'm past my bedtime.
Shannon Sharp, you've been on too much Hennessy and Black and Mild, Shannon.
I'm sipping it right now.
Yeah.
Okay, just disregard the last 2 minutes of this because I have no idea what I'm talking about. Then my stats guy provided me the wrong info.
You got to get on him. You got to fired.
Fired instantly. All right, so you guys want to start talking about officially some sports? Let's get this going.
Yep.
Officially, I'm ready.
Officially.
Okay. First topic: Mount Rushmore of NBA personnel that are non-players. Who wants to go first?
Nice. I'm gonna let Shaw go first so that I can piggyback.
Okay.
All right, go, Kevin. No, you can
I
go.
I can't. No,
you can't.
No. I always go first.
How about
Go first.
all right. I got Danny Ainge. I forgot my list. I'm just kidding.
I know. Oh, you know my list. Keep going, Jay. I gotta read my list.
Joe Jackson.
Nice.
Joe Jackson, Pop, and Adam Silver.
Wow.
Wow. As it gets.
David Stern did not make your wow.
He is rolling in the grave.
You must be a Laker fan.
I'm leaving it to you guys because you guys put me on the spot. So I'm like just trying to give up the basic names that I could think of off the top of the head. So,
do you want to explain? Do you want to elaborate on that, Jay?
Well, we all know what Danny Ainge been doing with the Celtics, racking up picks before everybody else was doing it. Like, he hasn't had the greatest draft results, but recently it's been proven that it's been working, right? And besides that, like, he's like a well-respected guy around the league too. So he probably became like one of the GMs that everybody else is looking up to now, besides like maybe Daryl Morey and anybody else that's upcoming. And Phil Jackson, I believe, is probably the best coach that ever coached in the game. He coached two the debatable goats out there. I guess you can also say that he might have been the greatest coach just because of those two players. But then at the same time, he had to like figure out how to manage all that personality, especially with the Bulls, and also the show in Lakerland where there's a lot of distractions out there. You got Big Shaq that's like creating all this buzz everywhere, up and coming Kobe, and then he even brought in like a lot of veterans that provided cachet in that team. So that's my first two. And then Pop is probably one of the most consistent coaches out there. I mean, you can see like it doesn't even matter what roster he has. He's always going to be in a playoff hunt no matter what, especially starting from when he got Tim Duncan. And he's probably one of the highest percentage winning wise in the NBA. So he's always going to be there. And he's also one of the coaches that's been outspoken to whatever's issue out there that's outside of sports. So he's been like a good front runner. He always like says what he thinks is right, and he doesn't care about what anybody else thinks. Also, why he's also well respected. And Adam Silver, just because like I get it that David Stern is probably the best commissioner that the NBA had, but then Adam Silver completely changed everything where he's behind the players 100%. And I feel like that's leading to a lot of change and progress in the gaming sports industry that's going to lead to a better future for everyone. So that's my explanation.
I have a question about Pop.
Pop.
So, do you think he would ever be in the finals or championship contender in the next 5 years?
5 years, maybe in that fifth year, if he develops the young players that he has right now. Just because like they're in the limbo where they were good for a long time, so they didn't really have enough capital to like build up. But he's barely getting some young guys out there, and then they're known to like develop their players too. I mean, you can see as a Kawhi, like nobody knew that he was going to be like that till Pop put him in the position to become successful. And he has a couple of young players that are up and coming, and you can see that they like playing for him and they're playing hard out there.
Yeah. One more question on him. Since he's a little bit older, what has a higher chance? Him retiring or him getting to finals?
He's not gonna die in 5 years, Kevin. Damn.
Hey, he's like 75. He might retire.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, with him, it's I think it's interesting because just the fact that the way that our society is pushing for other coaches out there that are non-traditional, like he has Becky Hammond as his assistant coach. So I feel like if there was a coach that would step down to push that progress, it would be him. So I think he would step down if he needs to, just to start that off, and not because he wants to stop coaching.
And he can still win a championship as the president of the Spurs.
Or I think he'll be a great GM too.
Yeah, I would say he'd be like an advisor like Jerry West. That's like a very temporary, like you don't have to be heavily invested.
Right.
That's how you can do that.
So did I give you guys enough time to think about what you guys want?
Oh yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Just gonna say everybody use it, Jay. Everybody use it.
What do you got, Julian?
I got a little bit of deviation there. So I think Greg Popovich, of course, deserves as president and as coach of the Spurs, because they're just consistently good. They're always a threat. I think they're always in the conversation. Even if they don't have a big three or a superstar, they're still scared. People are in the West are still scared of them. I don't know who to put, but one of the buses. I don't know if you put the daddy bus or you put Jenny bus. I'm gonna put Jenny bus up there.
Let's put
I
the
would go
dad
Daddy
and Genie
Bus.
about and Genie maybe slash half and half.
Yeah. I think she's definitely kept the brand strong. Shout out to Disa Zamero for that one. She kept the brand strong throughout, some tough years. The Lakers have still been very financially lucrative, still been the topic of conversation even before LeBron and those waning years after Kobe. So I think she definitely deserves, because she went through it. I'm gonna say Pat Riley as well. Again, keeping the brand strong. I think with like the Heat, they haven't always been contenders, but they've always been profitable and they've always sold out. And I think they were I like their jerseys this year. I think they're at the forefront of that. And like, I feel like they kind of are always ahead of everybody else when it comes to like branding. And they just do it very well. And he's been the president, so I think he's good.
It's that Heat culture that they always talk about.
Yeah. And I definitely think that that starts from the top.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to put Phil Jackson, but New York definitely left a bad taste. New York definitely left a bad taste. I think Carmelo wouldn't like that very much. I think anybody from New York would probably kill me if I put him up there. Fourth one's pretty hard. Damn. Jay, what's your four?
I'll give you one. Rich Paul.
Oh yes, I was gonna say that. Thank you.
See, now I gotta find out a fourth person now.
That's what I was gonna say. Thank you.
Yeah, Kevin. See what happens when you go last.
Wow.
You should have won first.
I had so many people from left field, like completely different people. Dang it! All right, go ahead.
Yeah, Rich Paul, because when you get the whole league, mad at you because you're making moves, you must be making the moves right, and LeBron's happy, and that's all that matters really, is if LeBron's happy. If he's not happy, you get kicked out. So, yeah, banana boat till we die around here. Banana boat crew till we die around here. So that's my Mount Rushmore for personnel right now.
Dang it.
I mean, you can elaborate on that more.
Yeah,
on Rich Paul. Like,
please.
I mean, there's a lot of things that we can say about him. So let's just talk about him then. Like, go ahead.
What I like most about Rich Paul is that he came from the mud. Like the way, like if you read about his backstory, like he legit from the bottom. And I've always respect like people that work their way up. He was selling jerseys to LeBron James out of his trunk, for Christ's sake. Like that can say a lot about what he is now. Like this guy legit from the mud, like was working his tail off. And I think that's just more my respect towards him, and that's why I put him up there. Because Rich Paul is the type of guy that he's not supposed to succeed. You assume that because of who he is, his color, and like, but he totally defied the odds, and that's why I put him up there. So that's all I gotta say about Rich Paul, because I don't want to elaborate anymore. Because I'm gonna say a lot of
crying. He's about to get emotional.
I'm about to start crying. I'll be like, oh man, Rich
you don't
Paul,
know what he's done for me.
That's my big bro, man. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
So Rich Paul out of the picture for me. My other I don't want to get too emotional about it, but my other three guys is two are executives, two are actually GMs, sort of presidents. Is Bob Myers from the GM of the Warriors, Golden State Warriors, and the next president would be Daryl Morey of the Sixers. And I'm just gonna explain them the same way. The way they had managed their rosters evolved the game of basketball. The way their play style and the way they made their teams is like, let's go positionless basketball. You're either shooting 3-pointers or making paint shots. There's not that much mid-range game. And that's just how the NBA is nowadays. It's fast paced. Everyone's trying to do pull-up threes on a fast break that's 2-on-1. Like, where did we ever see that? That's like one of the craziest things. Like, if freaking Wilt Chamberlain saw that, he would be rolling in his grave right now if he saw people do that. So That's two of them. My last guy, very random, extremely random of a guy. He doesn't even have an exact NBA title.
Clipper Darrell?
No, not Clifford Darrell.
Benny the
It
Bull.
is Mike. It is not Benny the Bull. It is Mike Mencius. Do you know who that is, Julian?
No, but Google's about to tell me.
Google it first and let me explain. You got 10 seconds. Who Mike Mencius is.
Okay.
This is brought to you by by no one.
Right. All right. No.
Did you find out who it is?
No.
I wouldn't even know how to spell that last name.
Somebody else just pops up.
Right. I'm
Okay.
like,
Mike Mencius is LeBron James' trainer. Okay. And Mike Mencius, well, before I even get to Mike Mencius, LeBron James is probably playing the best basketball of his career, and he's like 36 years old.
Right.
And one of the reasons why is because his trainer, which is Mike Mencius. And a lot of NBA players have even credited Mike Mencius to saying, man, that guy really, LeBron's the reason why he's in top notch because of that guy. And I don't know other much than that he is LeBron's trainer, but I see the workouts LeBron does, and it looks so unorthodox. Like I would never do that type of stuff.
Right.
And look at LeBron. So it's like, what am I doing wrong in the gym? Like, why am I still looking like this? So I obviously have the worst trainer myself.
You look great.
But I'm not LeBron James looking great, and
we also don't have $1 million to spend on training too, you know.
Right.
That's what is insane, because I heard he pays $1 million just on recovery alone, and I'm guessing that goes to his trainer and his chef. So
crazy.
Just him defying also the odds, like how Rich Paul were. Okay, this guy, he's not gonna be the same player as he was when he was on the Heat, and him completely just defying that and being in MVP form at 36 years old. Guy's about to retire, and he's still busting all these 21-year-olds' asses. So, salute to his trainer for keeping him sustainable and the way he plays sustainable. So, those are my Mount Rushmore.
Do we have
the real
any
MVP?
Honorable mentions?
Honorable mentions? I don't
Jerry West? Did you mention Jerry West?
That's a very honorable mention.
Yeah, Magic. Even though
Magic?
Even though it wasn't
Magic
deserved. Magic deserved. He took one for the team. He got fined for talking about AD or talking to AD, and look what happened. AD caught to the Lakers, and he took the bullet for that.
Magic also drafted Lonzo Ball over Jason Tatum.
Well, okay, you guys are just, he had hope. Okay, he had hope. It was stupid hope, but he had hope.
LeVar, man. I was about to say LeVar gets honorable mention then.
Yeah, he's a great salesman. He sold his sons, and
it's funny. Once he sold them, he's done. He was out.
I'm still waiting for my big baller brand shoes. It's been 2 years. Just kidding.
you didn't pay for those shits.
I didn't. I would never.
Did you buy any at all? No. Did you, Julian?
No. The logo was shitty. The guy was shitty. Why would I? No.
The guy was shitty. Stupid. They had a manager that was shitty.
Yeah, just that logo is just in my mind right now, and
I would rather buy merch from Better Business Bureau than Big Baller. That's the real triple B's. That's the real triple B's.
Exactly.
Okay, you guys want to switch up to another topic? Let's move on to NFL talk. Some NFL talk, and we'll go back to NBA at the end. So next topic will be which NFL franchise you want to take over. There's a lot of great franchises, and there's a lot.
Well, at the present moment, I would rather take over the Chiefs or the Buccaneers. I mean, somebody's getting a fucking bonus. The Super Bowl. I don't know, but I want.
It's definitely not the barber, though.
Yeah,
the barber.
Yeah, super spreader with the Clippers and shit.
They really get bonuses after the regular season and what they do in the playoffs. It's like bonkers to me, and it's like crazy how much they get.
Like per game stats, just being there.
Yeah.
Just being there, not going to COVID parties without your mask, like flat earther Kyrie.
You must not like him.
I'm not a fan right now.
Come on, bro.
I'm not
Open
a
your
fan
third
of the
eye,
Nets.
bro.
I'm
Come
not a
on.
fan of the net. Yes. I wish the Earth was flat. Christopher Columbus would have fell off the fucking Earth.
Down to hell.
if it
Down
was.
straight to hell.
Yeah.
Is there any other franchises?
Shit. I mean, the Packers are always consistent. I always think of the money, honestly. Rather the personnel. Everyone's gonna buy a Packers fucking, even though the colors are fucking horrible. Their jerseys sell. But Aaron Rodgers is on his way out, I think. So I don't want that franchise.
Where do you think he's heading?
He's on his way out after that last game. That was
his way
shitty.
out to retirement or his way out to another team?
He would be smart to retire. I think go out as
he was gonna win MVP.
Do you think that was an MVP performance?
Not the last game. The whole season.
No.
The whole season, but the last game.
Yeah.
Jay, wait, I gotta tell you guys, Jay's trying to validate his prediction because he predicted Aaron Rodgers was gonna win. So that's why he's just validating it.
Sir. Have you never played Madden before? The Hail Mary can't get you out of every game. Like, it's not going to... Aaron Rodgers is great, for a good Sunday when you're at the bar and like, oh my God, he just made that Hail Mary. But like, he doesn't have Clay Matthews anymore. He's not going to the Super Bowl anymore. So he needs to retire.
He's had some really good girlfriends, though. I can give him that. His girlfriend's top notch.
He has some nice beards. He's had some very nice beards. He has had some very... But I mean, he didn't have to go on The Bachelor like his brother, so that's that.
Yeah, I totally forgot that his brother was a bachelor.
He did?
Yeah. They're not even cool though, I heard. Aaron and Jordan? No. I forgot his name.
It's definitely white. I don't know it,
yeah.
but it's definitely white.
Connor.
We're going to... Chad
Rogers.
Chad.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's it.
Purdue University, I think, but I don't know. I guess but Aaron Rodgers is supposedly really distant from his family, from what people were saying. I don't know what he did, but maybe just they didn't support him. They didn't support him being on insurance commercials. So I don't know.
It's the beard. I think I'm going to go with the home team. I think I'm going to go with the Rams. They're definitely looking up right now. Shout out to Drew, looking up right now. Got rid of Jarrett, another Caucasian name, very Caucasian name. Jared. Jared, not from Subway. No.
Not the jeweler.
No. Yeah, I think they're looking up right now. They Aaron Donald's only gonna get better. He's a fucking beast. I don't think he has anyone that can stop him. And hopefully Stafford brings something to the table. So I'm gonna say the LA Rams, that fucking stadium is beautiful as shit. So it's only gonna make more people want to play at the Rams if they don't go to the Chargers, which who wants to work with the fucking Chargers?
That's what I was gonna pick.
Me too.
Just kidding.
Well, you know what? You like fixing things. You built your gym. You like fixing things. You like fixing it and making it better. And I respect you for that. You should keep doing that. Always, try to make a whole housewife. I get it. That's you. You are put the lipstick on the pig, but it's still a pig. It's still the Chargers. They should go back to San Diego. Now I'm turning into Stephen A. Smith for real. Fuck.
For real.
The spirit of Stephen A. is just like,
the
come over me.
Is rising.
It's rising.
Jesus.
I'm a little scared. They're going to put me on. Well,
when
you see me on first take.
It's slowly coming off. It's the pettiness rising too with the
do-rag.
Hope you don't get the hairline though.
Wow, no,
I,
no.
I said, hope
no.
you don't get the hairline.
Wow, that's fighting words, Jay. I think you just put a curse on my family, and I'll see you 8:30 in the morning. I'm spot, just ready.
Julian's ancestors are gonna haunt Jay as we speak.
Exactly. This is Black History Month, and you talking about receding hairlines?
I said, hope you don't get it.
Jay, damn, Jay. I'm a little offended. I'm
It's
about
only
to
day
leave.
3.
I'm about, this ain't what we signed up for. Kev, I got much respect for you. Jay, I got you. I got
Tomorrow.
I'll
At
see you
9
tomorrow.
At 9 a.m.
you at
literally.
9. I kid.
I'm gonna call out tomorrow.
Oh, you can't say
Wow.
that.
Wow.
can't say
On
that
camera.
right
You're
now.
gonna say that on camera. Okay.
Well, obviously, I'm gonna show up. would you change anything though?
Jay-
Like, would you change anything though from the Rams, or no? You just want to take it over because they have the
Fucking
most
logo.
upside?
And the logo. I changed the fucking logo.
Their jerseys too. They look like generic birthday cake. Why?
I'd get some more wide receivers, and I don't know. Gurley's not there anymore, so maybe get another good running back that could run the fucking ball. I don't know what Matt Stafford's good at. So maybe I should
throwing the ball.
Well, then a fucking wide receiver and a tight end. Get him a wide receiver and a fucking tight end. I think defense is good. Ramsey will always be that lovable asshole, even if he's in Cancun. But he's good at what he does. Like I said, Aaron Donald is gonna eat up a fucking defensive line.
3 of them at the same time.
Yeah, and still look like a fucking Teddy Graham. He looks like a Teddy Graham. Have you ever seen him? He looks like a fucking Teddy Graham. But
he's better
could kill you.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wow. Yeah, so I wouldn't touch defense. Coach is great. I mean, he's young. I think he still just needs a little bit more time on his hands. I just get them some targets to throw the ball to. So a good tight end and a good wide receiver. Wow, this sounds like a conversation on Grindr. A good tight end and a good wide receiver.
Yeah. No, just kidding.
Sports is
It's okay.
Who would you take over? You said the Chargers, so you got a lot to change.
I'm not gonna go with a franchise that needs a new tight end. That's for sure. I'm not gonna lie. I would try to fix the Jaguars.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jacksonville. Then you'd have to live in Florida.
Well, I've never been to Florida, but I heard it sucks. It's literally the wiener of the country, literally. But I guess the situation of it is that they have a lot of talent on their team, a lot of draft picks, assets, and let's say if I'm a new GM and I hire a coach and we both agree on the same thing, at least we get the number one option on who we can take to rebuild our franchise. And I kind of feel like there would be job security because since we're a bad team and we're getting the number one pick, it's like, okay, Kevin, you're for sure going to do 5 years. I was like, 5 years of getting paid, and that's for sure. Thank you. As long as you don't fire me the next year, and I feel like that's, or in 2 years from now, where people have shorter leashes. So the fact that Jacksonville Jaguars has a longer leash and more security is why I would go with them. But living in Jacksonville, I would not want to do that. I'm gonna tell them, hey, you're gonna have to contact me from California.
Zoom it.
Zoom it. You put the laptop on the field. I gotta see what's going
just
on.
like my barber got COVID, so I can't come every week. Okay. Just my barber got COVID. It's a new person.
Work from home, literally.
Yeah.
Jay, do you have what was that, Julian?
Well, I was gonna say, just have your fucking stand-up dude. Just, you know what? I want to work. I want some job security. I'm thinking about fucking just the stadium and changing the logo. And you're just like, I want job security and I really want to build this team up. You're a nice guy.
Thank you.
You're a nice guy. Jay, you have a tough act to follow.
My mom tells me the
Always.
otherwise though, so that's unfortunate. I'm just kidding. If it isn't Jacksonville, it would be Miami. I like just because that's the actual good state, the city in Florida.
City, yeah.
And those are my two.
Yeah.
Jay,
Nice.
so what's your
Well,
franchise?
I guess I'll just go with the Chargers then. LA marketplace, maybe take them back to San Diego.
Yeah, please do.
He's always in San Diego too.
Wow, during COVID?
No.
Before.
So, but yeah, like Chargers, I mean, they have a roster that obviously could compete, and the past 3-4 forever years ago, they've just been having bad luck, whether it's coaching, kicking, injuries. There's always something that's wrong with them. So maybe that was the whole thing behind moving out from San Diego and trying someplace else to maybe change that. But then this whole year, like the whole coaching thing was in question. Like they had a competitive team, they have a good young quarterback, but they still couldn't pull it off. So now that maybe did they get a new coach already?
Yeah.
So
Staley.
Yeah, so hopefully that turned the franchise around, and maybe they'll compete with all the other LA team, the whole California teams, and maybe give everybody else like a good shot of winning.
Nice. You know, the real answer was the Raiders. You could be as shitty as you want, and you would still have a job, and
you can go gambling every day.
Exactly, and your fans understand that you're shitty, and they will always talk about when you guys were good, and you have like the fucking all the felons are Raider fans, so you have security with the mob.
You work in the Death Star.
That's the thing, though. Like they're a very ride or die franchise. So if you mess that thing
they would
up,
literally try to kill you.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about
so
it.
If you mess that thing up,
well, they should be used to losing. I mean, look at them. But they did pretty good, I guess.
You don't think they're on the way up?
No, but that's because I don't watch any of their games. So, I'm a little scared. You never know what you'll see at a fucking Raider game. They're probably the only team that still paints their fucking bellies and shit. Their fans, paint their bellies and shit, and they're just. I've never met a calm Raider fan.
Is your friend calm, Kevin?
Caden is very hyphy. He's very loose.
Well, it just proves his statement.
Can confirm.
Exactly.
He is not calm. I have a hypothetical question. So, would
these
you
weren't hypotheticals? Are we really getting franchises?
Well, I have a way more.
Those gonna be like, wow.
Yeah. I'm just using big words to sound smart, but I'm not. So I don't even know what hypothetical.
Gotta use that college degree somehow, right?
Somehow, yeah. Jesus.
Somehow. He can spell Mencia, so there's that.
I don't even know if I can spell Mencius.
You got that over me.
Okay, I think that's what Siri is for.
So would you rather? So would you rather join a franchise that's winning for a lower salary, or join a franchise that's losing a lot for a way higher salary?
Are you talking about right now?
Yeah.
I'm shallow, so I'm taking the money. Wait, what sport is this?
NFL.
Oh, the money, because you only got a few more years between CTE comes after your ass. So the money. I'm not doing it for the love of this game. Fuck that.
As in
executive, like
as a GM, as an executive.
GM.
Yeah.
Oh, for the money. Sorry. Still, the money. I'm not dealing with these personalities. Fucking NFL players are fucking crazy. Seems like every other month they're like robbing someone, which is weird to me because you make all that money and go to jail for armed robbery. But yeah, I'm money. it's a job. I need the money. The accolades are nice. They're cute. Yes, I would like a trophy, but I can also buy a trophy with the money that I take from this sorry ass team.
Okay, respect that.
I'm shallow, vain. I need the money.
Shallow like Lady Gaga.
Yes. Shallow like courtside Karen. I need to buy me a courtside Karen. I need the money.
Need to
You don't,
buy
you don't,
me a course.
you don't get that because you're
Courtside
losing.
Karen is the one that needs. She's the one that
She
needs
needs
somebody
money.
with money. It's the other way.
She's probably gonna come after you.
Wow, she's barking up the wrong tree, but still. Because it's Black History Month, people. Because it's Black History Month, and I would never do that to our ancestors. That is why.
Respect it. Jay, do you have
there's other reasons.
Jay, what would you go with?
Well, I'll also take the money.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the money too. So just speak for me.
All right, so okay, I guess the more logical reason why is like you mentioned earlier today, like if you are in a losing franchise, maybe they have a longer leash with you to improve rather than the expectations of and the pressure of winning right away. So you're already taking the larger money now, and if that extends as even larger money, and then it could lead to more lucrative contracts if you do progress. And then it's almost like a lose-lose, or I mean a win-win situation because you already suck anyway. So you can only way to go is up, and that's it.
Okay. That was too logical for me.
Also, like people, like I guess coaches in the NFL, when they suck and they get fired, they just go to college football and they make even more money there. NFL, NBA, you just are ostracized, and you don't go to. They're not. College is not looking for you.
Yeah.
It's out.
NFL too is like you can just get hired as like a coordinator or a positional coach, and you almost get paid $1 million a year just to do that.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, NFL also is like a buddy system. So once you know someone, you can just go anywhere.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, the money. It's all about the money.
It's all about there's if there was a national tetherball, association, a sport I really cared about, like tetherball, because I, a tetherball champ, I would do it for the love of the sport, for the love of the game. I'd even make an Oscar-winning animated series like Kobe for tetherball or dodgeball. I was good at dodgeball too.
Underrated sport.
Very underrated. Great movie. A documentary, if you will.
Yeah. Documentary.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Autobiography.
A philosopher once said, "If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball."
Dodgeball.
Legendary.
I don't have the love for football that way. But maybe baseball.
Baseball is where it's at, low key.
Baseball has a lot of money.
A lot of money. They're just on the road a lot, though. I couldn't be on the road that much.
But I think for baseball, I feel like there's too much analytics for me. Like I like basketball and football on the analytics part of it, but baseball is like even crazier of analytics. I don't know. It's like you have to like. So, for example, for baseball, it's like you have a pitcher that's literally just gonna try to get one guy out, and you have to make that decision. It's like, wait, I just paid this guy $500,000 to do that. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of that like on a deeper level. It's too deep for me.
I feel like that's the only, and I also feel like that's the only sport where like you can be the MVP of the league and your team sucks.
Yeah. Like
when Trout was winning MVP, I'm like, nobody, Angels fucking suck. They're like, well, it's an individual, like, but he's not doing, well, he's doing his part, but his fucking team sucks. So I guess he really is the MVP, but he's not that much of a value.
I'm also not a fan of like how there's no cap space. Like if you're an organization that has money, you can get all the good players. It's like it's kind of unfair.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it still feels kind of balanced because you don't have the same team winning over and over and over again.
Yeah.
you don't really have like a Tom Brady of the basketball MLB
Yeah.
like you do. There's no one that's playing right now that's won 6 times.
Yeah, you're right. I can't think of anybody.
So it kind of evens out because
Mhm.
again, you can be very good. Yeah, you can get even 5 good players, but your team still sucks.
Yeah.
And
What's cool about baseball is like how you can develop somebody that like isn't like highly touted, and that's so important to develop like the guys that aren't that good to become something, and they can affect the game still. So baseball is really strategic. I like baseball and all, but I can never think of baseball on a like deeper level because there's so many damn layers.
yeah, it's just hard to watch on TV. It's
And
really hard to watch on TV.
in
In person,
amazing,
great.
great.
Amazing. Hockey,
Summer,
same thing.
yeah.
Hockey is great in person. I will never watch it on TV. Never.
So would you put baseball as the best sporting event in person, or what would you consider the best sporting event?
I had a really good time at a Charger game, even though I just talked shit about them. And it was a Charger Browns game.
Over here?
And I think the
In
Browns
person?
almost won. Huh?
Were they
In
playing here or
person?
were they playing in San Diego?
They were playing in Carson.
Oh wow.
Wow. Carson Chargers,
had a-
dude.
I had a no, not gonna lie, I had a great time in StubHub Center too. It's kind of weird, but
Yeah.
in a good way.
See, basketball's weird because I've only watched it in the like suites, and
Yeah,
you can't really
fine.
judge. You can't judge a game when you're in the suites because the suites, it's sweet
Yeah.
to do. You know, that's the sweet life. And
My bad.
I think Julian and I had went to watch a Clipper game together.
Yes.
Were you there? Yeah. With
Yeah.
me, Russ, Cece.
Yeah.
For
Yes.
Clippers versus Rockets, and we weren't even watching a game. We were just like talking and eating food. Like that's all we were doing.
Yeah.
And by the time third quarter was over, we were like, all right, let's go.
Yeah. So basketball's fun if you're in the suite. I really enjoyed hockey. Fights, of course, were great. But I was in a suite too. But I think I would have liked being in the crowd amongst the commoners.
Wow.
Baseball is fun. It is. You know, I'll do baseball. It's definitely the best live experience for games.
Baseball is really fun. The thing that I hate about baseball is entering and exiting the stadium.
Yeah.
That's what like kind of drops it a little bit. Like
Well,
it's so tough to get
Is
out.
Dodger Stadium the only stadium that you've gone to?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, yeah. Well, Dodger Stadium fucking sucks.
Yeah.
This sucks. I mean, just getting to the stadium sucks. But I've always wanted to go to the Giants.
I heard the Giants stadium is really nice.
Seattle's stadium looks fucking awesome. I like the fact that we put so much fucking money into stadiums. They're like our architecture, honestly. Like, who needs Notre Dame? Who needs the Louvre when you have, fucking
SoFi
Dallas?
Stadium.
When you got the StubHub Center.
when you have 2 Mercedes-Benz stadiums, why do we have 2 of them? Wait, which one is the better one to you guys?
Atlanta's.
Yeah. The dome. In the dome.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Atlanta's-
the fake? Isn't that the fake one?
I think so. I'm not sure why.
That's the second
That's the newest one.
First one
Yeah.
is.
The Louisiana.
Aren't you a Saints fan, Kevin? Wow, you're
I think I'm just
fake.
running around.
Well, you're fake. I don't like Drew Brees for obvious reasons.
I know.
Yeah, it's
I
Black
know.
History Month again.
I know.
I'm gonna keep
Hey,
saying it. It's Black
But
History Month.
Jay, tell him how I've been talking about the Saints and Drew Brees this whole
Yeah.
season. Tell Julian I've been slandering the shit out of him.
I
Yep.
heard you
And
wanted them to lose.
No, it's been bad. He's like a rival team fan because of this
I'm
whole
begging
season.
them to lose.
Yep.
I'm begging them to lose. Like
No.
it's crazy. There was this.
Was that-
I think when Drew Brees had said what he said, there was like this one meme. It was I can't remember what movie it is, but it's Wesley Snipes. He's crying and holding a gun, and he's like about to shoot somebody. I don't know. It's like a famous meme that I saw, and I was like, "This is how I have to be against Drew Brees."
Oh, I know exactly. Shit, it's fuck. I'm going. It's Black History Month, and I don't know this. I
Well,
think it is
you know that you can picture
New
right?
Jack.
Like,
It's New Jack City.
that's me
New
about
Jack
Drew Brees. But now I don't cry anymore. I just hold it out. You
Yeah,
can enjoy. You can
ooh,
have
the
his
fact that I
retirement.
hesitated on that is really bad.
I know that's one tally off for you, especially in this month. It's times 2. It's a
Times
multiplier.
2.
Times
Fuck.
two.
Multiplier.
On
We're
camera.
already on strike 2. Recorded.
Lord.
It's hilarious how we were talking about getting off track and we're like off track big time.
Off track.
Like I'm trying to think of what we were supposed to talk about next.
We talk. I don't even remember the question that you asked that led on to this.
The NFL franchise you want to take over? Did we not answer that? We did, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on because this is becoming a legit talk show.
That's what a podcast is supposed to be.
But this is like legit. Like we're just having some tea. We should have some alcohol.
I should pull some out.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a bar over there. I think I might just.
Know this guy has a bar. Jay, you know, has a bar. A legit bar.
Jay's been over for game night before.
Have you?
Yeah.
Once.
Oh, wow. Only once.
Oh, yeah.
Did we win? Did you play the code names with us?
Yeah. Or me? Or you talking Kevin?
Yeah. I know me and Kevin won.
Oh, I won. I was playing against you.
Oh.
Codenames.
Fuck you.
We only played one game.
Is that all-time board game for you guys? Codenames?
Codenames is just so easy. It's always a conversation starter.
Yeah. I liked it. It actually makes you think. It's not just like, oh, just by luck or something. It's just like critical thinking too. Yeah. Knowing your teammates, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's a really good board game. I think that's like the only board game that I legit like.
I wonder if we can do that through Zoom.
You can.
Okay. Let's end this podcast. Thanks, guys. This is now a live stream of Codenames instead of a sports podcast.
Right.
Yeah, all around podcast now, not just sports. Gaming too. Board games.
Nice. So what's your next question, Kev?
This is like I want to go off track already, off script, but I can't obviously. But we were supposed to talk about the golf trade, but you kind of like was already.
You kind of touched on it.
I touched on it.
Okay, so let me just because I asked this the same time the last episode. Is it an overpay or an underpay? And additional to that is that what's their now Super Bowl window with Matt Stafford? It's a 2-part question.
I think we'll see if it's an overpay or underpay once if they produce. I don't know their cap space. So
Kevin?
what's their cap space stat guy?
I have no idea actually.
I think if they can get him some, I'm pretty sure they thought about what he'll need when they were thinking about trading for him. Hopefully they get close to what they need. But I feel like Jared Goff, there was an offloading. There's like a sigh of relief. Like, all right, now he's out of the way. We can do what we need to do.
So do you actually think that the Rams improve with the trade?
I mean, they haven't been horrible. I mean, unless Matt, he's just shitty. Unless he's just shitty and fucks up everything, I think they'll do good. They're already halfway there. Like, they only changed one piece. They didn't change like a whole bunch of pieces. They fucked up their future.
Yeah.
Do you think this new Rams team can beat the Bucks or at least give them a hard time?
Yes.
They'll be in a conversation.
So you have them as a championship contender?
Yes.
I have them in the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
Not wild card either.
Oh, so you think they're gonna come out of that division, top of that division?
My sister is a big Seahawks fan, so I'm not gonna tell her to listen to this podcast, or at least to skip over this part. But I think that Russell Wilson missed his window of getting that next championship. I think even though DK is a fucking beast, but I think he missed his window, and I think it's time for some new blood, and I think the Rams will do it.
I don't think the Cardinals are ready either. I think they're too young.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like Rams are like a perfect ripeness. And yeah, I agree that Rams are going to be up there with the Bucks.
We did say that they're the best, probably all around team, right? Like both ends, offensively and defensively, in that division at least.
I would just say defensively, because they have two studs on the defense. Like you can put me as a linebacker, Jay as a safety, Julian as a linebacker next to Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. We'll probably shut down Tom Brady with us five. No, not gonna lie, that's how good Donald and Ramsey is.
And I think Tom, he's got a good like 3 years left.
Yeah,
I think he's got 2 years, depending on how.
I mean, that's what they said 3 years ago too.
Yeah, but I always look at. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I always think of like even this last game with the Packers. I'm like, all they need to one good hit.
That's what
if he feels it, if he actually feels getting hit at that old age, I think he is done.
He does a great job of not getting hit. Like he kind of like has that mental clock where it's like 2 seconds has surpassed. I'm either throwing this or ducking. But if he takes a really, really bad hit, and at that age, it's like he's
not like one that's gonna injure him, but like one that he'll be like, oh, Giselle, like,
he'll feel
tonight,
it.
Tonight,
Giselle, I need that rehab, Giselle, please.
Yeah, like get the gold on.
I'll be home with you a long time.
Yeah, Giselle,
get that copper tone.
Yeah. I think we don't want him to like get hit and injured, but I think if Aaron Donald got him full force, I think he'd be laid out for a minute.
Yeah.
Well, speaking about like, or you mentioned that wanting someone to be injured. How do you feel about? Well, I know, like just mentioning that, like you didn't want that, but then I guess a little bit kind of on topic, the way that Glenn Big Baby Davis replied on Klay Thompson's comment. Did you hear about that?
I didn't, but it's Big Baby Davis, and I don't think he really matters.
Okay, there you go. That's the answer right there.
That's it. Really there you go.
His nickname is literally Big Baby.
Big Baby. There's that. He said some stupid ass shit in his post career, and his name is Big Baby Davis. Like, bruh, really? Some dignity would be. Like, that probably was nice in like high school, but you're a grown ass man.
Like the last time Al was cool was middle school, like not even high school.
But like you're a grown ass man, and you don't even play basketball anymore, so the nickname should cease.
Should be like Adult Baby Davis, or Big Adult Davis.
Yeah.
Grow up.
So I don't know, but I would like to have an opinion. Can you elaborate on what happened?
Jay,
yeah.
You do it?
Yeah. So well, no, actually, you can talk about Rodney, Kevin. I think you have a better handle at that. Talk about Rodney.
Rodney approached one of the Warriors players. Klay Thompson, who was injured, is broadcasting, and he says, "Oh, look at this guy, Rodney. He's just mad because." And Rodney confronted his teammate, and Klay was like, he's mad because he's gonna be out of the league in a few years. So Klay said that on not national television, maybe he did, I don't know. But Big Baby commented on an Instagram post that quoted that whole thing, and he had said, that's what you get, like that's why you're always injured. Karma comes after you for that type of stuff you say. Yeah. Big Baby went like really low blow, but Klay did say something kind of mean, but I feel like you can kind of tell that Klay's kind of joking around, or he's just defending his teammate. But Big Baby Davis just like randomly having an opinion that he has nothing a part of, and saying that you deserve to be injured because of the way you are. It's kind of like out of pocket, sort of.
Yeah, especially when you're not in the league anymore, bro. It's kind of crazy because you don't know like the camaraderie that these people probably have,
Yeah.
and it probably was taken as like, oh, just being,
Protecting his team.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and you don't know how Rodney would take it. Like, okay, but right now I'm playing and you're not.
Yeah. Or like Big Baby could have like disrespected him in like a lesser, like a less kind of a way.
I mean, he
Like
didn't even have to say anything.
yeah, it's like you didn't even have to say anything, but like just going straight up like below the belt is like kind of like whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he even like contracted with like inside the NBA or?
He was he was just broadcasting for Klay Thompson.
No, Big Baby Davis. Like,
I think he's.
is he just doing this for the free? Like he's not even a commentator anymore?
He
Yeah,
commented
I
on
think
an Instagram post.
Instagram post.
He was on his he literally was on his Instagram and just said that.
So he's talking about people for the free?
Pretty much.
Or the likes.
No. I'm pretty sure like he has a podcast. I had to put that in the podcast because I'm like all of them always like they all have one. Or I would have like ran to my closest friend that has one and talk shit on there. Like at least do it for the views or the listens. You did it for the Shade Room, which makes it even fucking worse.
The Shade Room. I'm dead.
Wow.
Yeah, let's stop talking about Big Baby because he's getting already enough publicity. That Big Baby.
Yeah, this is the most he's gotten since the Celtics.
Okay, so we're barely heading to the fourth quarter of this episode. So, last two topics. Do you guys want to go with the NFL one or NBA one?
We did NFL. Let's go back to NBA.
Back to NBA. All-star picks. You good with that one, Julian, or is that too?
I'm okay with that one.
Okay. So you want to go first, is what you're saying. You just gotta go with starters.
Just starters.
Oh, I have to go first?
I can go first. You want to go
Kevin,
first?
have you gone first yet?
Because my Wi-Fi isn't that fast.
Okay, I'll go first. I'll give you time, but I'm going to explain this really fast. So you have 1 minute. So for the West, I am going with Damian Lillard. And as a backcourt, Damian Lillard and Paul George. Damian Lillard is having a great season so far, really scoring a lot. I don't know exact stats. But the Blazers aren't good, so it's kind of unjustifiable for him to be there. But I'm going to go with Damian Lillard to be a starter. And he's going to be starting alongside Paul George, who is majority of the season having a 50-50-90 season. So he's averaging 50% from 2-pointers, 3-pointers, and 90% from free throws, while averaging about 27 points per game. And kind of like seeing his character arc, everybody was like trashing Paul George, and he's actually in MVP form. So
yeah, until playoff P comes, and then.
But All-Star games before the playoffs, so he deservingly deserves to be in the playoffs. I mean, the playoffs, not in the playoffs, the All-Star game. But the next three guys would be LeBron, of course. 36 years old, he deserves to be
of course.
MVP. Right. And then I don't want to get on too much with LeBron. Everybody knows how I feel about LeBron.
He's 36. That's all we need to say.
36. That's all I gotta say. It's 36. Next guy would be Kawhi. Kawhi's doing really great. Also top defender. He's also almost averaging 50-50-90 in percentages while scoring 25 plus. And the Clippers are still a good team. Last guy would be Nikola Jokic from the Denver Nuggets. He is probably having one of the most craziest seasons of a big man ever, averaging a triple-double. I think he's got like 30 points per. No, I think he might be too much. Maybe like 24. But as a big man should never average a triple-double, and he's doing that. In the East, I have Bradley Beal. Although his team can't guard a parked car, nobody can guard him. That's the vice versa of it. And he's beating great teams, but he's losing terrible teams. But he's still averaging freaking 8 points for 35 points per game. Starting alongside Bradley Beal is Jaylen Brown, who's averaging 28 points for the Celtics. He has improved big time since last year. I think he was at 21, 22, and now he's 28 with very efficient stat lines. Next to him is the comeback player of the year and potential MVP, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's, I feel like I'm explaining everybody when I shouldn't. But anyway, Kevin Durant, great player. Had an injury, playing better than when he had an injury, before he had an injury. Next would be Giannis. He can't shoot free throws still, unfortunately, but he can still dunk on everybody, spin on everybody, and still almost averages a triple double while doing that, while not knowing how to shoot. And last guy would be the guy that I have running against LeBron James MVP, Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is having a great season so far. He I totally don't remember what else I was going to say about him, but he's doing great. So that's my starting lineup. Julian, I try to make it as long as possible to give you time.
You know,
But
they
You need
They
more
just-
time?
no, they sound so good. I might just
Agree.
but do they still do the I don't think they do the West East format anymore, right?
they don't.
Are they going back to that this year? They should.
they
I
they
don't
still
think so.
pick the players from East
Yeah.
and West, but then it becomes a pool after they pick the players.
No. Who's team captains this year?
It's probably the
Probably.
two best like MVP getters or not MVP getters, All-Star voters,
Yeah.
Which
So
is
it's
probably
most likely to be, like,
LeBron, Giannis.
And Kevin.
and Kevin. No,
Probably, yeah.
You don't think Giannis is gonna get all the votes from Greece?
That's true. He could.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they'll probably switch it up. They like pushing that LeBron versus. If it's not LeBron versus Curry, they like pushing that LeBron versus Durant.
AD.
narrative.
Yeah.
So LeBron, of course, for the West, deserves. Yeah, I'm gonna throw Steph Curry in there. He's been showing like he's still got it, even if he's not, the Warriors aren't what they used to be. He's still who he used to be. So I'm gonna throw him in there. Leonard, of course, deserves. Kawhi deserves. All these people are diverse and versatile in terms of you don't need to, like Kawhi can play different roles. LeBron, of course, can play any role you need him to. Maybe Davis. No, as a Laker lover, I wouldn't put him in there because load management.
He's actually posting really bad stats too.
But
So-
Still, he's just charging up. Okay, he's the
That's true.
reverse of Paul George. Okay,
Okay.
he comes alive during the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
So
True.
he's not. He doesn't need a nickname like Playoff P. Zion. No one's talking about Zion. He's still a threat.
He has like the most points in the paint in I think this
Still a
season.
threat.
He's big time. A big dude too.
What about Donovan Mitchell? I don't know. The Jazz
Okay.
could be
that's
a great,
good pick.
That's
a good pick.
alternative right there. Devin Booker, great alternative. That's what Google says. And then the East, who fucking cares about the fucking East? The East is always like so lopsided. This is why we don't. The East is why we don't have this format anymore because it's
'Cause
so
they were so
lopsided.
bad. Yeah, they were so
Uh,
bad at one point.
This is why I get whoever I'm copying and pasting whatever Kevin said for the East because that's how much I care about the fucking East.
Okay, Jay, you're next.
I guess I should just mention whoever you guys didn't mention yet.
Okay, that's
So I guess for the West, I don't think I heard Luca's name. Luca's probably
okay.
one of the. I feel like he's just gonna be in there because he's gonna be one of the guys that will get most of the votes from fans, anyways. So that's how I ranked them when I made the list. It's just ranking them who I think was gonna get the most votes, regardless. So usually that's who starts. And I want Zach LaVine to make the East All-Star or to make it in the All-Star game this year at least. And Bradley Beal, which Kevin mentioned, but there were probably like the snubs from or potentially snubs this year.
Who do you think is winning the dunk contest?
COVID, especially it being in Atlanta. Yeah, COVID's winning that. Just kidding. They're slam dunking the test, is what they're doing.
Slam dunking the wings.
Positive test. Yeah. I don't even know who's competing.
You know, Zion's. Do you think Zach will do it again?
think people get so like bored with it, like how the
They,
judging went like the last 2 years.
yeah,
Probably
they should just have Aaron Gordon with like 3 nobodies, just so he can win one.
You guys want to finish off this topic with the Super Bowl? This is this weekend.
Dun dun dun.
Okay.
Need like a sound effect.
Damn, I can't do that. I'll ad lib something right now. No. You're supposed to do that. You're the moderator.
What's the theme song for what is it? Fucking USC that they use on like all the college football games.
US.
No, I can't do it.
I was like ESPN, ABC. I don't know. They all sound the same in a way.
I know USC uses it. I think it's that's the first time I heard it live, but I think like they use it for college games. But maybe we'll just insert that. Just.
That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna learn how to do that, Julian. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you for giving me a task.
You're the LeBron James.
Gotta do everything.
I gotta do everything.
Who do you have winning the Super Bowl, Julian?
I'm conflicted. For the 5th time, it is Black History Month. So I don't want Tom Brady to win. But someone very smart on the Bucks team showed how diverse their coaching staff is and their personnel is. And I'm like, fuck. Do I want to give all that away for Patrick Mahomes? And I'm thinking, yeah, I think Patrick Mahomes deserves.
I like that justification of your answer. That is really good.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes deserves. I always like new blood. I think it moves the game forward. It definitely gets casual viewers like myself watching. I definitely didn't think he was going to win last year, so I'm not betting against him this year. I think he's determined. You don't let a COVID barber or a fucking concussion stop you from missing the game. I think he deserves. Also, like, think about how nauseating it's going to be if the Buccaneers win in Tampa Bay, in Florida. Fucking Florida.
This is gonna be a hot spot. I mean, as if it isn't already.
It already is. They just don't test. It's already a fucking hot spot. I remember the last time the Buccaneers won the fucking Super Bowl, and I didn't like it then. And I forgot who they were playing, but they won. I think it was like 2007. They won.
Earlier, way earlier. Maybe like early
2004
with Gruden, right?
It was like 04.
Yeah. Those are Gruden and Trent Dilfer. I don't know who they went against. I think they beat the Rams, ironically. No, never mind. That was the Patriots. The Patriots beat the Rams in the early 2000s.
Yeah. So yeah, even though they got a lot of my skin folk on the Buccaneers coaching and personnel teams, I'm gonna go with Mahomes.
Good.
And the Chiefs. Also Travis Kelce. Period.
I love Travis Kelce.
Same here, probably for different reasons, but I do too. And so I just want him to win another ring. He deserves a fucking another ring. He deserves all. So that's the fucking Chiefs.
Yeah. I think me and Jay already answered the last episode who we picked, so we're gonna sort of move on from this. I'm just gonna do like a quick fire Super Bowl matchup of just random topics. I'm just gonna think of stuff off the top of the head. So Super Bowl matchup between wine and liquor. What are you picking?
Ooh, what kind of night is this? I'm gonna do right now, since I haven't drank in so long, I'm gonna ease up into it and get the wine, because liquor right now I think would knock me on my ass, whereas wine will creep up on me. So I need wine. Oh wait, is this for the Super Bowl or just?
This is basically out of the two. Who do you think is gonna win?
Oh, okay.
It is a Super Bowl, but I'm just like phrasing it
for
to
a Super Bowl.
like
Got it.
making it like a segment, like, oh, this is the Super Bowl, the best
Okay,
of the two
fast
against each
round.
other.
Okay, good. I got this. Wine.
Okay. All right. I got the next one. Barack Obama or Michelle Obama? Who you got picking?
Michelle, because she didn't bomb half of fucking the Middle East.
I shouldn't have asked that.
And I love Barry. I love Barry. I do. I love
Edit the sound.
Oh
I
my
love
Jesus.
I love Barack. But Michelle, and then Michelle makes me mad because the whole fucking when they go high, they go low, you go high. That shit was stupid. I was never on board with that. But I mean, she looked really good at the inauguration, so I'm gonna go Michelle. Read Michelle's book, Becoming. Also, she's a better writer than he is.
Dude, Becoming is a really good book. I haven't read it, but like I heard like an audiobook. I was like, wow,
It's
some good
really
stuff.
good. Sorry, Barry.
All right. Night drinking or day drinking?
Old friend. I miss both. I miss both. This is hard. Oh, this is hard. Thanks, Kevin. The feels are hitting. Like, okay. Are we talking about currently? Like, if I was given a choice right now,
Yes.
I'm gonna say day drinking because it's fucking freezing outside. So I'm gonna say day drinking today. But yeah, day drinking. I miss brunch.
Brunch, yeah.
I miss
Mimosas?
brunch.
You a mimosas guy?
Sometimes sometimes I all that orange juice though, all that sugar, just like give me the fucking yeah. Just give me the fucking liquor. Damn. Thank you, Kevin. Thanks. I forgot what living is.
Jay, do you have any little Super Bowl matchup questions you want to ask? Like random stuff?
Random? All right. All right. Entertainer wise, Chris Brown or Michael B. Jordan?
Michael B. Jordan. That's two different people. Also,
they're entertainment.
For entertainment, like if
okay, let's go. All right. Chris Brown and Trey Songz. Then we'll go with Kevin.
God, Chris Brown, because Trey Songz sounds like a goat.
Really? I thought I would have picked Trey Songz. I'm not gonna. Back then, Trey Songz was better. Now it's like
Kevin. I know that you are a Twitter connoisseur, so I don't know if you were watching the trending topics this morning. But I would pick Trey Songz based on the trending topic of this morning. But
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what was trending.
Is it NSFW?
Huh?
Is it NSFW?
Yeah.
I got 5-year-olds listening to this podcast. I can't.
Did I just ruin the Disney partnership? I'm sorry.
I think that was ruined when the Obama question was asked.
Well, that shit was the truth. Okay. Well, then you guys can sell this show to Fox News then. Like, they'd love it. They'll play it on a loop. No, fuck Fox News. Yeah, Chris Brown, because he has some hits. That first album was fucking amazing for a 16-year-old. And it's still good. It's still timeless. Barring all of his other shit. The Rihanna and Karuchi shit. Which should come up, but if we're just talking about music, Chris Brown for sure. Who would you guys want to see do a versus like that you guys haven't seen?
Dang. I have no idea. I think they really did like all the good ones. Like I really like the Keisha Cole one versus is it Keisha Cole? No.
Yeah.
Who did she go get? Monica? No, not Monica.
Ashanti. But I think you're probably talking about Brandy and Monica, which was really good. Keisha Cole versus Ashanti?
I think I'm confusing it. Yeah, that with Brandy versus
Monica.
Monica was good. Yeah. That was the best one. Everything else is kind of just like I feel like they're just like letting it happen, and it's kind of just like
I thoroughly enjoyed a lot of them, but surprisingly, I really liked the Battle of the Bay.
That one was good, actually.
That was really good. Definitely reminded me of middle school when, listening to music that shouldn't be.
I felt like only California people really knew like that versus.
Yeah.
But it was really.
And that's fine. That's
fine.
fine.
Totally.
We don't need to share it with everybody. We take enough shit from here.
Have you been to NorCal?
I have. I have been to the Bay, not as much as I should, and not as much as I would like.
NorCal versus SoCal.
I fucking hate Southern California compared to the Bay. Compared to I love this city. I love my city. I love this area. But compared to the Bay, just if it wasn't so expensive. If it wasn't so expensive, if I was just a leggy blonde that worked at a leggy blonde that worked at a tech company, I would be in fucking San Fran. But I am not. I am your friends, I guess. I'm your friend. So I'm poor.
Wow.
I got one last little matchup. Last one.
Yay.
Jay or Kevin? Just kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding. You don't have to answer. I feel.
I was totally thinking about it. I was like, after Jay said about my hairline,
I think you guys knew each other longer though, right?
Actually,
I've known him longer, but I think I've worked with you longer.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think I've worked with you longer, but I've known Kevin for the duration.
Because I started in April. I think you had left like in August, no?
July.
See, it was really fast. But then we were still always seeing each other at a place or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Karaoke. I still have videos of you. Oh God. Should I?
No.
What were you singing?
Ooh,
it was an R&B song.
That's gotta go on here.
Damn, what was it?
You gotta put it on the Instagram.
What were we singing? We were singing a really good R&B song. It was like was it Brian McKnight?
I don't know why you're saying we, because
you were singing.
You were singing Back at One.
It might have been. I think it might have been.
Well, we're about to find out when I go through all my videos. I think I sang that night with Monica. Just the beginning. I sang What a Girl Wants with Monica, which tore down the house. I hit the high note. I remember that. Because here it is.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Oh, okay, but don't play it. But I know that's.
Can you put it on the screen longer so we can use it as a screen?
A screen grab.
Yeah. There you go.
I hope it never loads.
I know. Why would it? Fucking iCloud, man.
Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in to this podcast. We enjoyed but actually it really is the end.
This has been fun.
Any last words?
This has been great.
Anything you want to promote?
Thank you guys so much for on who? Oh.
Okay. Turn it off.
Okay, you had people dancing.
Hey, oh hell yeah! I think there was like a couple. There was like a couple that
Kevin,
was
you're the wedding singer.
Oh, I'm not.
Oh, I'm sending it to you guys after this. I'm definitely gonna send it to you.
I'm gonna do like get this to 100 likes and I will post Kevin's free promotion, free sponsorship.
Yeah, we need it. We need it.
Yes, that would be great. I think you guys should. I'll do that as well. It'll be a group effort. Let's spam Instagram with that.
Julian,
Well, thank you guys so much for having me.
Oh yeah, totally. Do you think you're gonna be on another episode soon?
I mean, it's up to you guys. If I didn't like fuck this up that bad,
No, this is actually really funny.
It was fun. Yeah, had a good time.
Whenever you guys just need to, forget the stat lines, forget, the real shit that you guys made this podcast for. Whenever you guys just want to lay back and just shoot the shit about dumb topics, I'm here for you. I am here. Jay knows my fucking schedule, so I'm not very busy. And I'm here for you guys. I think you guys are doing fucking amazing. I always tell Jay that I think you guys have definitely cornered a market that is big and hasn't been talked about as much. Like, if you've ever been to a Laker game, you know that the Filipino presence is big. You guys are always there, and I think you guys got something going here. And just keep growing, keep going at it. Kevin, you gotta start, spamming Twitter with this. This is how it starts.
Dude,
this is how it starts.
I wish I could, but I shit post too hard. Like it's too joking, like of a joking matter.
Now you gotta make a fake Twitter. You gotta start over from the bottom and start spamming it.
And I put some great tweets on my actual Twitter. Like, so I'd be looking at it sometimes, like, man, I only got 3 likes on this shit.
Start deleting.
Just copy and paste it to our page.
True.
Exactly.
Okay. Maybe.
Exactly.
I might have to do that.
Thank you guys. Don't forget me when you're famous. You're amazing. I have your sticker on my little office
cabinet.
Yeah, it's on the filing cabinet. Love it. It's great. This has been fun. I know sports now. I can put that on my resume. I did a sports. Wow, I'm gonna be the talk of the town in fucking WeHo now.
You'll be talking in town tomorrow.
I talked about sports, and held my own a little bit.
While wearing a do-rag.
While wearing during Black History Month, I talk shit about the first Black president.
Caught astray.
Lord, the Secret Service is going to come get me. But it's true. It's true. He was great, but he had his faults. I think Syria would definitely be happy to talk to you about Barry. But thank you guys. It's been fun.
Yep. Do you want to close this off? Let's. This is your first tryout. Close this episode off. Just wing it, and then Jay will end it. You won't say anything. It will just end right there after you're done.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to the Booth Warmers. I'm in the booth with Kevy Kev and Jazzy J. Oh my God, Jazzy J. That sounds horrible. Thank you for listening. You're amazing. Boom.